Oh, there you are. Left the camera outside and couldn't find it. It was in the garage. We're off to dinner at Maddie and Ryan's Sunday, having a good old time.
Apparently we lost the camera yesterday when we were...
It was in the garage, apparently.
We were doing yard work, we were doing all the different things after Kinley's birthday party, but it's Sunday. We went to church, it was great, and now we are headed to dinner. My mom always does like one dedicated birthday dinner for every month, so tonight is May birthdays, and we're doing it at Maddie and Ryan's, like Cody just said, so that's where we're going now. It's hot. It's so hot.
AC.
But I'm grateful that it's warm.
Guys, we made it home.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had a couple things happen.
Talk about...
I don't know how to start this.
Yeah,
like,
talk about a turn of events. I'm just feeling like very drained, like emotionally drained now. I've been very, very stressed and scared and concerned the last few hours.
Yeah, so we were at the party having a fun time, and the kids were just in India's new Jeep she got for her birthday, just having fun. And Cohen was on the back, and he fell off, and he smacked his head real hard on the cement, and I could tell, like, when I picked him up that he was pretty hurt. Like, he was crying a lot harder than he normally would, and he, like, just had the, like, like, couldn't stop, and yeah, it was...
We always joke, everyone in my family, that Cohen doesn't feel pain. He's literally the toughest kid.
He's so tough.
And when he gets hurt, and he'll get hurt sometimes, it's like he cries for maybe 5 seconds and then he's off playing. It's like it never happened. So we knew he was pretty hurt when he hit his head. And then he just stayed laying on us for, it was like a solid hour.
Yeah, my go-to is like a quick distraction once they get hurt. Like, oh, do you want to go do this fun thing? Like, I put him in the Jeep to drive it, and he was just like, like, no. I was like...
And it's just one of those little toddler Jeeps, guys. It's not even like a big thing. It's not like it's a real four-wheeler or anything where you need like a helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's
like a tiny little toddler Jeep, and he just happened to fall off of it. But I was holding him and trying to comfort him, and I could just tell he was in a lot of pain. But then I started to get nervous when he said, "Mommy, I feel sick. Like, I'm going to throw up." And instantly when he said that, I'm like, this is definitely a concussion, if not worse. So
yeah, I checked his eyes, and his pupils weren't, like,
they weren't dilating. They weren't moving.
Super small.
Yeah, so we sat with him and just like cuddled him and tried to calm him down for a while. We went and we got him some children's Tylenol because you could tell his head really hurt. And then probably like 10 minutes after he took the Tylenol, he threw up. And yeah, when he started throwing up, I was like, all right.
Not good.
Yeah, so my sister, she called, they have this emergency room right next to her house. It's literally like a mile away. So
Instacare emergency room type.
So I took him over there really fast, and he just kept puking right when we got there. And the doctor was so nervous about it that they immediately did a brain scan,
CT scan.
Yeah, they immediately did a CT scan because they were worried about a brain bleed. And I was so scared when he was telling me that.
Yeah, that's scary. You know, when they immediately like, oh, yeah, we need a CT scan right now.
I got to hold his hand though while he did that, and it was really sad. We tried to lay him in the CT machine twice, and he just kept throwing up. But then he finally laid down, and he's in so much pain that he didn't move a muscle for the whole CT scan, which was so impressive for a 4-year-old. didn't move, but he was just not being himself. He was falling in and out of sleep in like 2 seconds. He'd be mid-sentence with me and just fall right asleep. He wouldn't stop throwing up. They even gave him Zofran, like a nausea medication. That did nothing. He threw it right up. He wouldn't drink any liquids. He didn't want to walk or even sit up. So they had to stay there for several hours to monitor him until he started feeling better. And the doctor, he said, once I see him smile and like hold some liquid down, then I'll feel more comfortable sending you home. So that's what our evening has been. And
yeah, it was a great party before that. I mean, it was so fun just seeing everyone, but definitely put a damper on it.
Head injuries are so scary, you guys. And Dakota, I always joke that Dakota and Cohen, there are bookends, and I always joke how similar they are. And Dakota had a concussion when he was 4 years old. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, you are just Dakota 2.0. But head injuries are so scary. They scare me to death. And if you guys know anything about my brother, like, he's had a long road with brain injuries.
Yeah, it's not something you mess around with, so we took it very serious and got it checked out. Luckily, there was no bleeding. That's just the best news that we could have got.
The best news.
So just kind of keeping it easy for a couple weeks.
Because it is a bad concussion. So they said, yeah, he can't do anything that he could potentially bump his head again. We have a few things, like a checklist of things we need to watch for, and if any of those things happen, we need to take him immediately to the hospital.
Yeah.
They do want us to follow up with his pediatrician in a few days, so...
Yeah. Our brother-in-law came over and we gave him a blessing, so that's always good. And I think a few days of rest and he'll be back to his normal self.
I know. I gotta try to keep him super safe for 2 whole weeks. He cannot bump that head for 2 weeks.
Yeah, super scary.
You guys, I don't know if we fully captured Cohen's whole essence in the vlog, but the doctor was like, he should be fine to do his normal activities as long as he doesn't bump his head. And I'm like, his normal activity is a literal front flip off the couch. That is his normal activity, so he can't be doing that kind of stuff. But no trampoline, no nothing where he could potentially fall and hit his head.
So, no fun, but I mean, we're glad he's feeling better. Scary, but
it's so scary.
Not a fun thing.
I'm just so grateful to know for a fact that, like, there's no bleeds. And I'm just so grateful, always so grateful for doctors and modern medicine to give us that peace of mind. And he's tired, you guys. They told us he'd be very, very sleepy and probably even nauseous the rest of this week. Yeah. So he's going to sleep well tonight, I think.
Yeah, and something with concussions that, you know, I was always taught as a kid was like, oh, don't let him fall asleep, or...
Total myth.
Yeah, it's not something that, I guess that's changed, and I say just let him sleep. The brain needs rest.
That's the best thing you can do.
You don't need to wake him up in the middle of the night. You just let their brain heal. So
the only thing to be concerned with is if he's sleeping a lot later in the morning than he usually does and we can't wake him up. That's a reason to be concerned. But they said if he wants to sleep, just let him sleep. Let that brain heal. So that's what we're doing tonight, you guys.
Yeah, kind of a turn of events there. But
I know. But again, I'm just so very grateful. The moments like this truly, like, I'm not even joking. When I pray every day, I just like thank Heavenly Father so much for my kids' health and their strong, healthy bodies, because I know that isn't the case for so many people, and it's something I'm so grateful for. But things like this just really put it into perspective.
Yeah, could have a lot worse.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful, you guys.
Yeah, so keep little Cohen in your prayers, and I mean, I'm sure he'll be great.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He's a tough
strong.
little boy, and couldn't be more proud of him because he was so brave during it all. You could tell he was very timid coming home, just, oh, hi, like, I'm okay, and just wanted to assure us that he's good. So we love you, Coey.
We love you so much, bud, and we love all of you guys. Thanks for being here.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
I am buried alive. Sweet Mama. Oh, you're full of baloney. Zap!